Do you ever wish that you could be a superhero? When I was growing up, I gave myself the nickname of Nat the Bat, and then I used to draw the Batman symbol. And I don't necessarily think it was because I totally resonated with Batman, but I did think he was pretty cool. You know, he didn't actually have any amazing superpowers. He had a lot of wealth, and so he used that to buy amazing technology and have these absolutely cool tools with which he could go out and hopefully save the residents of Gotham City. And now it turns out that taking on superhero attributes is actually a good thing for you to do. In fact, it will allow you to step up and be the best version of yourself on those days when you just simply don't feel like it. And today might be one of those days that I'm actually feeling like that. So I am embracing my inner superhero. And today, for you, that's going to be Natalie Winfrey. And that is actually an example of what Todd Herman calls taking on the persona of your own alter ego. So what the heck is an alter ego? It's the thing that you can embrace and pull out when you are just not feeling your best, when you need to step it up another level, but you personally know deep down and in here that maybe you just don't have what it takes in that moment. So by taking on the attributes and characteristics of one of your favorite superheroes, somebody you really admire, somebody who's, for example, incredible in an area that you want to excel in, you basically get to put on their persona and embody their characteristics and step up and go out and do your absolute best. Now, this is not hiding from who you are, and Todd makes that really clear. This is simply borrowing characteristics and visualizing yourself being more like that person that allows you to step up into that role, right? And one thing I absolutely loved while I was listening to his audiobook while out cycling training for my triathlon is that when he was giving examples of people who have done this, he actually said that over the space of a period of time, even sometimes a few years, these people have allowed themselves to drop their alter ego. They've actually stepped into being that person that they wanted to become. So the point of this really is to use it as a tool when you're just not feeling you can give more, or you're feeling doubtful or afraid or scared. But the point is to eventually become that person, that version of yourself that you're really looking to. And a really great example that Todd gave was of Beyonce. So I knew that when Beyonce was young, she was heavily involved in gospel and the choir and, was a very religious person. But when she formed her band, they started doing riskier things and kind of sexy and all this flaunting of stuff she really didn't feel comfortable with because it was at odds with her upbringing. And so she developed her own alter ego of Sasha Fierce. And you may remember that she released that album several years ago, and it was I Am Sasha Fierce. And that was her alter ego, this rocking, sexy, bodacious, beautiful, powerful, strong, amazing performer on stage. And she used to say that when she had Sasha Fierce, on as her alter ego, she could step onto stage and completely embody that and act up as she needed to put on her best performance. And she more recently dropped Sasha Fierce as the alter ego because she is now Sasha Fierce. That is Beyonce. She has embodied all those qualities. So when might you use this? Well, I want to give you a really good example. So I am training for triathlons, as you probably know from this video here. And at the end of this year, that's 2019, I have a goal of competing in my first half Ironman, which is a scary, long, enduring distance that, quite frankly, I need to do a ton of training for. And the more that I delve into this world of triathlon and I listen to podcasts and I watch videos and I look at what great times are and all the work that goes into being a top world-class triathlete, it can kind of be a little bit daunting and intimidating and overwhelming. I am not attempting to be a world-class athlete. I just want to get across the finish line and be really, really proud of myself and have pushed myself to new limits. But even for that, I feel like I need to take on an alter ego. And I have a couple of people in mind who are incredible athletes in the triathlete world, but also in other areas of their life. And Todd mentions that you can have as many alter egos as you want. You can have one for, if you're an athlete, you can have it for your performance. If you are a business person, you can have it for certain areas of your business. If you want to become a top-class speaker, you can embody the people who you really love and step on stage, taking on some of their characteristics. And it can be any part of your life and relationships. You could become some secret saucy minx that you really, really want to turn up as in your relationship to reignite the passion. And why I love it is just something that I can totally get behind. I've used visualization before in sports and also before stepping on stage and also before launching programs just to really visualize exactly the outcome that I would love from that. But why this takes it a step further is you actually get to create your hero story. So you get to say why this person is a hero, what they do, how they step up in the world, how they go forth. And then you get to adopt that and put that on every single time you go to do that big, scary, audacious thing. Todd also talks about having a name. So as I mentioned before, I could be Natalie Winfrey. I could take on part of the name of somebody that I admire. You can completely make up names. You can pick something like a phoenix rising from the ashes, which is something that I've definitely been playing with in the triathlon alter ego space for myself. And then you can also apply a totem to it. Now, a totem is something that basically allows you to put something on or have something with you as an object that ignites that alter ego. So you know you've now got it and it's time to use your alter ego. For Todd himself, he used to put on a pair of glasses because he had always equated glasses with somebody being intelligent and confident. And when he was younger, in the business world, he looked really, really young, and Todd and casual and young just wasn't really, to him, the persona that he wanted to put forward to his clients to be taken seriously. So whenever he put on his glasses, he became Richard, the confident and mature client-facing business person that got taken seriously. And then he could take those off when he got home and he could be the cool, fun-loving dad, for example. So for me, it's been just a really awesome book to delve into, because I can see how I can use my alter ego in so many different facets of my life. And sure, it takes time to come up with the name and the qualities of the person that you like, and also write that hero story so you can really see yourself in that hero and why you've chosen them. And then also it'll take time for you to adopt the characteristics of it when you need it most. And he does go through quite a lot of methods and strategies to do that in the book. So I'm going to link to it below here. It's called Alter Ego by Todd Herman. Highly recommend you pick it up and use it for yourself. And I'm just really, really keen to see how you can step up and embody some of those characteristics that maybe you feel you're lacking. And remember, this is not to cover up your greatness. This is to allow you to slowly embody the greatness that's within you and unleash it through your alter ego initially, and then through yourself as time goes on. So go play with it, go have fun, and definitely pick up a copy of the book. And thank you, Todd, for putting in 15 years of effort to bring this to us as a high performance coach who has done this with amazing athletes, celebrities, politicians, you name it. He's worked with some of the top people in this world. And what I love about it is every single one of them has doubts. They have moments where they can't perform, and they frankly have moments where they just kind of want to hide away and not step up and be out there. So I love that when you're having one of those days, when you can't kind of bring your A game, or when you need it most, you can pull out your alter ego as yet another tool in your awesome toolbox for unleashing your potential.